Let's have a look at users. Just like we have a user here, like here in the computer, I'm user Jesse, right? In fact, if I bring up my terminal, it shows here, I'm user Jesse. If I ever wonder, I can type, who am I? And I get Jesse. See that? Kind of interesting. Okay, kind of interesting. So, well, this user here, Jesse, and this user here, Jesse here, are the same user. The whole computer thinks that I'm user Jesse, and that matters. What do I mean? Let's do a little thing here that you've seen probably in Windows, if you dare to use it, or in Mac or other things. You can log out and switch users, restart. This is, we've seen this stuff before in other places. Well, I'm going to switch user. I'm not going to log out. I want everything here when I get back. I'm going to switch user. And I'm going to go to my login screen, and here's Jesse. It shows I'm still logged in. Okay. Well, I'm going to use this other demo user I have here on the computer on this machine. And I'm going to use user JC and type in JC's ultra secret password. And wait just a moment for it to boot up. And here I am now logged in as user JC on the same computer, like a different, okay, see JC. Now, my settings look a little different. So I can open the terminal from here, and it looks a little different because the settings are different, just like different users had different settings on your computer. Okay, this is the terminal, just the same, but it looks a little different because the settings are different. Well, I can type in here in the terminal, who am I? And it says user JC. Isn't that something? Okay. Well, I can go up a directory. Let's just look at this. Notice how it's white here and there's no slash. Things are a little different for user JC, but just remember that it's white and there's no slash in front of home because that's how user JC has everything set up. Okay, well, I'm going to exit out of this terminal and it's going to close. Okay, that's how terminals work. And now I'm going to exit out of the desktop. So I'm no longer logged in as user JC at all. Okay, well, fortunately, user Jesse is still logged in, so we're going to log back in. We never actually left. Okay, and so everything should be right where we left it. Great, right where we left it. So now from here, if I'm here in the terminal, I'm user Jesse again here, I'm user Jesse here in the terminal still, I can do the same thing we just did with the user interface, but only with the terminal. I can log in as user JC. Here, enter my ultra secret secure password. And now, look, I'm user JC. I can type, who am I? I get JC. Now, why does this say Jesse? Why is that? Well, if I type this fancy command called pwd, I get the directory where I'm at, home here. Now let me open up my files right here so we can see what we're looking at here. So here I'm home/Jesse right in here. I'm operating in this directory, but logged in as JC instead of Jesse. Okay, this is actually kind of an email address. It's JC the user at Ink is a verb, which is the name of my computer. So that's right, like gmail.com is theoretically the name of a computer, and then your email at gmail.com is the user. That's where that started decades and decades ago. That's what that means. And so Linux is showing us that. That's right, the user at the computer. So I'm here in this directory. The problem is this. If I try to look at anything in here, I'm not Jesse. I'm JC. So I'm not even allowed to look at Jesse's stuff. Isn't that secure? Isn't that safe? Isn't that nice? This is why banks and governments use Linux, because it's so secure like this. Again, why does this say Jesse? Because remember, the settings we just looked at when we logged in the desktop, as user JC, those settings are green here and this here is white. Okay? So that's because the settings for JC are different. So if I go up a directory, I'm now at home, just like we saw before, no slash, because that's what Jesse's settings look like. If I go here, let's do a list. Let's list things. See, we have our 2 folders here. If I go up a directory, here I have JC and Jesse. This one's mine. It's my home. I can use it. This one is JC. I can't use it. And the desktop here, this pretty graphic user interface, GUI, it knows, oh, you can't go there, you can't go here. How does it know that? This is the big magic part I want to show you here in this video. If I type LSL, I can see the user who owns each of these 2 directories. Now, for example, I could right-click on this and look at properties, pull this up, permissions. This is called permissions. Okay, permissions. And look, the owner is Jesse. This is my pretty beautiful graphic username that we see up here. This is the machine name that we see right in, where was it? If I scroll up, scrolling up right here. See that? Well, let's close that out. Now you might see a group here. Okay, there's a group. This is more. It's why when we have 2 names here, it's the user and the group, and technically in Linux, everything is owned by the user, and then there's a group of the same name as the user with only that user as a member. This is some redundancy, but it's for security. That's why you see Jesse in 2 places. If you don't understand, it's not a big deal. We will look at it later in other videos. But if I right-click on the JC folder, I do properties, I go to permissions, or called permissions. There again, we have user JC, the capital letters like we saw in this login, but on JC's account. And then the machine name, which is what we see here. And then again, the group is also JC. That's why we have JC, JC, there's 2. That's why we have JC, JC here. It's just, don't ask why for now, it's just a Linux thing. So that's the user and then the group by the same name to make sure everything's super safe. So what we're looking at here is the same thing that we're looking at with all this extra information here. And the graphic user interface here, this pretty place knows I can't go here because it's getting this information to check. So again, if I try to go into Jesse's folder, I get an error. Okay, because I'm logged in as JC. Now here I'm logged in as Jesse. If I try to go to JC's folder, the other guy, I get an error message. Okay, well, right now, I'm logged in as Jesse and then logged in from there as JC. So I'm going to type exit, but the terminal won't close because I'm just logging out of that extra login. Okay, so follow this. I'm logged in and logged in again. Well, I'm going to again log in and just go back to just normal login. So I exited out of JC and now I'm back as normal user Jesse.